We've got a daughter, Taya, and we went through that whole process, which was very new. When we got pregnant the second time, Becca had an ultrasound, and I was like, okay, well, the first couple, I probably don't need to leave work for. I remember, as plain as day, the horrible phone call. I knew before I even answered the phone, I was like, I know where she is, and she's calling me right now, so that's not good.
They found something wrong with the baby's head, so the baby's brain and head. And I just called Bryce, and they told us to go up to see our doctor right away, and basically went through so many tests. And every time you go in for a test, it's so weird because you think, okay, God, you're gonna heal my baby, and you go in for a test, and you think that the answer is gonna change, but it never did for us. That's what was really hard, is that we believed that God had healed our baby, and we felt like maybe one specialist was saying something wrong. But every time we sought another specialist, it was always the same thing, which was really tough and really trying on our faith. He had genetic fetal anomalies that caused us to have him early. At 21 weeks, we went into the hospital and we had him.
So when he came out, that's when we found out, and he was not alive. I remember that when he was in my arms and I was holding our dead son, and I remember looking up at the ceiling, like directly at God, just after weeping, and saying, how can you let this happen? Like, how can you do this to us? And plain as day, just like a dart, like spoken right to me, God said, I know exactly how you feel.
Complete peace over my body and in the room, and it was like we felt God's presence in the room, even though it was the worst possible situation. The after effects was really hard. I had really bad days, like really, really bad days where I couldn't even function. Like I would stay in bed all day, or just be able to get out of bed just to function for my 3-year-old. And I just had a lot of anxiety. So if someone would come up to the door, I would pretend that I wasn't home. I just hated having conversations about it. So we were involved in a small group before everything happened, and it was great. Then we took the summer break. And then after everything happened, we were asked to lead a group. Oh man, I just remember thinking after we got asked, how could I or we pour into people's lives when we felt so empty, when we were the ones that needed the support and the love and the care. And so I had called my mom, and I was just telling her, like, no, they asked us to lead a group and I just can't do it. And she just was like, God will use you in your time of your most broken time, when you feel like you're the most inadequate and you feel like you're the most sad and angry and empty. God will use you, because it won't come from your strength, it'll come from his strength. And then we mulled over it a bit, and then we decided to lead one. When our small group came over, it was just a time to focus on God, our relationships, and to just share. And for us, in that season of grieving and just having hard weeks and hard months, our small group was the one thing that we could look forward to. The one time that I could just share and be me. And people were so empathetic and prayed for us. They would check in on us. Like our small group would text us or see us at church and just see what was going on. And we just felt like people cared, which was cool. And I experienced panic attacks with like flashbacks of what had happened, meeting the doctors, going into labor, all of that. So that was really tough. I'd wake up in the middle of the night not being able to breathe. In the evening of our small group, when we were praying, Bryce asked everyone to pray for me. And we saw like immediate healing that night. Like I didn't experience panic attacks after that.
I think it was good for our faith.
Yeah.
That God was like, boom, done, you're healed.
We tried, and I tried to get through that hard season on my own, and I couldn't. Like there's no way I could have without having those people pour into me and love on me and love on our family and pray for us.
And when you can look back and you can see God's hand in your life, like it's incredible.
we're in the next season of our lives where we're still grieving the loss of Jude, but we're expecting our third baby, which we're pretty excited about. And it's been a difficult process, obviously, but we've been able to go alongside our small group and have them pray for us daily and check in on us to make sure that everything's going good. And it's just been really cool to have that right from the start. What Connect groups do is they make you someone and they connect you to people. God will just surround you with his people and his love.